Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Katie from Mitza Creek Farm. We were supposed to have a horrible blizzard yesterday and the last 2 days, I guess, and it ended up just raining, and then it got really cold last night. And today's high was supposed to be like 30 degrees, and it was really cold this morning. And now the sun came out and it feels wonderful. It is just supposed to get warmer from here on out, and I think it was either Monday or Tuesday, it's supposed to be 74. That is absolutely crazy. So this morning, our driveway is just a nasty mess. This is the best part of it right here. But when we drive in down further by the highway, it's a nasty mess. So this morning, Beck put the back blade on the tractor and he was leveling it out because we had customers coming to pick up some orders. And so he did that. That was wonderful because it allowed the customers to get in and out. Now it's getting nasty again. So he's gonna hop on the tractor and do a little bit more. He also dug a trench, or did a pickaxe with a trench, so that a lot of the water can drain. So that'll really make a big difference, especially if he gets the back blade going through there one more time. And while we were waiting for customers to come, we also got the garland, because that's when the sun started coming out. We got the garland off from down at the stone coop, and so we are starting to get things cleaned up for spring. We weren't able to get the rest of the Christmas trees. There's like 6 white pine that we had left because we couldn't get to them because we had so much snow. So we ended up just calling them losses because we couldn't get to them to put them at the roadside stand after we closed the stone coop for the season. But I tried going over and getting those, and it's still waist deep snow over there, and the boughs are all frozen in the ground still, so I couldn't get them out. So those are gonna have to wait until a lot more snow melts. So probably next week we will hopefully clean them up. But I figured since we are going to be moving the bulls, today right now would be a good time to walk the fence line and cut any branches and any trees that had fallen down so that we are ready in that pen for them. So I have my chainsaw and I'm gonna go start cutting trees and branches. The only downside of doing this right now, instead of doing it this morning, even though it's warmer and nicer out, is that the snow is getting soft again. So you sink into the snow a lot easier, where this morning everything was solid ice, so it was a lot easier to walk on. But Beck was able to just go get the door shoveled out for the ewe pen, so the ewes are now able to get back outside. Just wanted it to be open so that when we have the really warm weather, they're able to get out if they want to. So I'm gonna go in. Here I am in front of the pen, and I'm just gonna walk the fence lines and check and see if there's anything down. I know that there are some, and cut off what I can, and then that way when we go to move the bulls, it's almost all done, or all done if I can get it all done, but we're ahead of the game instead of waiting until we move the bulls to do it. The chickens are all out and happy. There we have coyotes really close, so I'm not letting them out the main door right there, because I don't want them to get eaten, obviously. But they are all out in their run. Now I am knee deep down here, so it's not going to be easy. I suppose I could set the phone right here and just see what I get. I'll try that. Now I know why Owen hated working in this weather. It's hard to walk in all this snow, and just where you think it's going to be solid, you fall down to your knees, or you sink down to your knees. It's exhausting. So you can see here the fence. There's a strand there, but everything else is down on the ground. So we're gonna have to get that taken care of before we put the bulls in, obviously, because this whole fence line is down. I left it in that tree branch right there because that's what's holding it up. So I didn't want to cut that down and have it sinking because then it would be really hard to find. So I left that there, but I got this one done. There was another one in there, and then I got that one right over there done. And now I'm just gonna keep walking the fence line, go down and over and all the way over to there. Beck is getting the tractor. He's gonna finish plowing that trail to in here, and he's gonna go all the way over to the shelter that's there. And then he's gonna go finish or go back to doing the back blading again. So he's gonna get that done. And then that way when Owen is home from work this weekend, ooh, that was a deep one. When Owen is home from work this weekend, we can be ready. We're gonna have to get this fence fixed though, so that's gonna be an issue. That might hold us up. But hopefully it melts enough in the next day and a half that we don't need to worry about it. That all that snow melts and we can just retighten the fence. When we're in fixing this fence, I'm gonna have Owen bring the skidder or the tractor and get this dead tree out of here. You can see it's really leaning, but it's hung up in that other tree. There you go, right up there. And it's dead, obviously. And so that's really dangerous, and it's hanging over the fence. So if he is able to get that with the skidder, which he should be able to, that will eliminate that potential hazard from the fence, and it will also eliminate that from falling on one of us if we are in here for some reason. This back fence line here is good, but obviously there are some issues. This top one is looking pretty loose, so there must have been something on it. Oop. And then these ones all came off. So I'm thinking that when a branch fell down, it took the fence staples that are holding them all in at the right heights. I'm thinking that it made them all come out. So that is something that we will have to fix as well. So when we come back out, I'll need to get fencing staples and a hammer and the tightener for the high tensile fence. That way we can get these all in the right spots. These bottom two look good, so the top two took the brunt, it looks like. Look at all this bare ground. That is really nice. You can see all the branches down. There's like one there, one out in the field. I know that there's more on the other side over there. That one, it just like totally like shredded that tree right there. That's crazy. I'm gonna leave this here. That's way too high for me to cut, and it is fine where it's at. And this line is totally loose and down too, but I know why. It's because those lilacs are hanging over it. I might need the loppers for those, but we'll make our way over there and see what's going on there. All right, we made it over to the cedar trees in the shelter and this box elder tree. Where this box elder tree branches went down, the branches are actually fully off, so they just need to be pulled off. So I'll have Owen do that with the skidder or the tractor, whatever he brings in here. And I got everything except for the lilacs off of this fence And that's because it is well over my waist over there, and I will need the loppers for that. So that is a west-facing line. So when we go in a day and a half to move the bulls in here, I'm hoping that that is drastically melted. The high for Saturday is supposed to be like 62, I think. So 30 degrees warmer than right now. And it will make life a lot easier, even just having a couple inches of snow off of that. But I think that the snow's already melting today. It just started melting a little bit ago. But I think give it a day and a half, and we're gonna have a lot of snow melt and a lot of snow gone. So I'm just gonna leave that until we can get to it with the loppers a lot easier. So Beck was able to get a little trench dug here and here. These are where the two really bad puddles were. So then the water can flow down instead of pooling up here. And that really made a big difference in drying it out. And then he was able to, this morning, get this all backbladed. These were all massive ruts. So he was able to get them all backbladed so that a lot of the slush got taken out of here and the ruts were able to get leveled out again. It's starting to cool off again. Tonight's low is supposed to be 1 degree Fahrenheit. So it's gonna get cold tonight. But my thought is it's still fairly warm out, but it is getting cold quickly. And so if he can get this swiped one more time, then that will be wonderful. Then we can get a lot more slush out of here because it was warm. Starting to firm up, you can tell when you're walking on it, but it is definitely still pretty kind of soft. And so I think he's going to be able to get a lot of this slush and ice out of here doing this one more time. I don't know how that got stuck on there. It must have been stuck to a wheel or something. But that makes a big difference. He's doing really good at getting this done. It's hard to pay attention to what's going on behind you and drive in a straight line, but he's getting better by the day here doing that. So this is what was left of the big ruts. You can see they filled up with water again. This was frozen this morning. Should allow that to drain right there. I just thought I filmed all of this, but I reopened up his trench that got, or his trenches that got buried from when he went over it just again. And so now they are really draining. You can see there's hardly any puddles there. So that is wonderful. He's gonna do one more pass and get this berm out of here. And then we are gonna go give those scraps to the chickens that I had pulled, or all those plants that I had left from the high tunnel that I pulled out the other day. We're gonna go give those to the chickens since the weather is finally getting nicer and we're not supposed to have rain for quite a while. since all the chickens are out, we're gonna throw the rest of the plants that were in the high tunnel in for the chickens. We're not supposed to have snow or rain for quite a few days now, so this is a good time to do it. They can get out and go through it all. We have put them in the coop, and they were dust bathing in the sled that had plants in it, so that's kind of funny. So they were very excited about that, so they'll be thrilled when Beck gets these out. Ooh, they're gonna love that. Here they all come. Man, that rooster's huge. That is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.